Hello everyone, welcome to my simple zoology class. In today's video, I'll be dealing with the topic that is digestion of food in small intestine from the chapter digestion and absorption. Now here in the small intestine, both methods of digestion are going to take place. One is the mechanical digestion, the other one is the chemical digestion. Okay, now here mechanical digestion is nothing but it mainly occurs with the help of a procedure that is called as segmentation. Now what exactly is segmentation? Segmentation is nothing but it's a kind of mixing with the digestive juices. The food particles which have entered inside the intestinal region are going to get mixed up with the digestive juices. So that itself is called as what? Segmentation. And coming to chemical digestion, now from the food particles which are intaken from the mouth has entered into stomach. Now from the stomach it has to enter itself into the intestinal region. Now we know for the fact that in the stomach region it has been divided into four different parts, that is fundus, cardiac, body and pyloric region. So through the pyloric end, now the food particle is going to enter into the first part of the small intestine and the name of it is duodenum. And now the food particle which has left the pyloric end of the stomach and entered into the duodenum of the small intestine is called as what? Chyme. Okay, now this chyme now which has entered into the small intestinal region is acidic in nature. Okay, please do remember what type it is. It is acidic in nature. Now there are certain cells present in the intestinal. Please do remember in the form of note I'll be mentioning, that is intestinal epithelial region. Okay, intestinal epithelial region has got certain cells. Okay, those are called as goblet cells. You can also call it as mucus secreting cells. Okay, these help in the production of mucus over there so that there is easy passage of the food particles inside the small intestine. Okay, now one more important point that you have to remember over here is that something called as succus entericus. Succus entericus, which is commonly called as intestinal juice. Succus entericus, commonly called as what? Intestinal juice. Now, how or what way did we constitute this as a succus entericus or intestinal juice is that? Please make a note of it. Secretions of brush bordered cells. Now, if we remember studying in the histology of the digestive system, we have come across mucosa, submucosa, correct? So, over there in the mucosa region, there are certain brush bordered cells, that means hair kind of cells, along with the secretions of the goblet cells together constitute what? The succus entericus or intestinal juice. How is constituting? That is the secretion of brush bordered cells of mucosa along with the secretion of the goblet cells, that is mucus producing or mucus secreting cells. On a whole, you constitute it as what? Intestinal juice or succus entericus. Now what does this particular juice consist of? This particular juice consists of variety of enzymes such as, this is very important, one is enterokinase, then aminopeptidase, then disaccharides such as maltase, dipeptides, lipases and nucleosidases. Okay, this is very important from the exam point of view. The questions have come, so do remember what are the different enzymes which are present in this particular juice is that this particular intestinal juice or succus entericus constitutes of the certain enzymes, that is enterokinase, aminopeptidase, maltase, dipeptidase, then lipases and nucleosidases. Okay, there is another one also, that is, this is also very important, Brunner's gland. Brunner's gland also help in this particular secretion which I've mentioned above. Okay, if I have to see in detail how is this reaction going to take place, mainly this intestinal juice, because it has got a list of enzymes present in them, they are also going to help in breakdown of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and also nucleosides. If I have to write down in the form of reaction, starch is going to get broken down using enzyme amylase over there in the buccal cavity region. Initial, that is 30% of starch is going to get broken down with the help of enzyme salivary amylase, alpha amylase, also known as ptyalin. So here it is going to break down in the small intestine region as maltose, then lactose, and sucrose. Now these products are broken down using certain enzymes. Maltose are broken down using maltase enzyme to form two molecules of glucose. Okay, then lactose using enzyme lactase has got glucose plus galactose. Then third one, sucrose using enzyme sucrase, glucose plus fructose. The questions on these have come, so this is very important. Okay, then succus entericus also helps in the breakdown of the what do I say, the peptides. Okay, like for example, this is one. Coming to the second one, large peptides are broken down using the enzyme which we had studied under this variety of enzymes which are present in the succus entericus, that is aminopeptidase. Aminopeptidase, and the name of it is helping to break down into small peptides and amino acid. Okay, then there is also third one, that is intestinal lipase. Even in the stomach there is gastric lipase present. Over here, intestinal lipase. This intestinal lipase is going to help in the fat digestion, which converts fats into fatty acids and glycerol and glycerol. Okay, then coming to the fourth one, that is nucleotides is also broken down over here in the small intestine. Nucleotides using the enzyme nucleotidase to form nucleosides plus phosphate. Okay, then this nucleoside is broken down using the enzyme nucleosidase to form pentose sugar, pentose sugar, and nitrogen base. Okay, so these are the things or reactions which are going to take place in the digestion of food in small intestine. Coming to digestion in large intestine, there is no such specific activity of digestion is going to take place. Digestion in large intestine, okay, in large intestine, no such specific activity of digestion is going to take place, but yes, this functions are like, for example, absorption of water, then minerals and certain drugs. It helps in the absorption of water molecules, then minerals and certain drugs. And also, because of the secretion of mucus in the large intestine, this helps in easy release of the undigested food particle, which we ultimately call it as what? Fecal matter. Okay, so it will help in lubrication so that there is easy passage of the food. So unwanted food particles will be eliminated out. And finally, there is one such bacteria which is present in our large intestine, and the name of the bacteria is E. coli, that is Escherichia coli, which is specifically present in the colon part of our large intestine. So this is going to feed upon those undigested food particles. Okay, if in case there are any food particles which are still present over there in the large intestinal part, that too in the colon region, this bacteria will make sure that it is going to feed upon that, and it will help in turn to produce a certain vitamins such as B12, B1, B2 and K, and those vitamins which are produced over there will be taken care or absorbed by the colon itself. And finally, the undigested and unabsorbed substances called fecal matter will come out through the cecum of our large intestine through a valve that is called as what? Ileocecal ileocecal valve. So this valve is making sure that there is backflow of those undigested food particles. Okay, and sometimes there is temporary storage also taking place till the defecation is carried out, and that temporary storage is our very own rectum. Okay, if you have liked my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.